This is J-Man Espresso's video channel. Today we got some Assassin's Creed Revelations beta gameplay, so let's get right into it. Alrighty, this is another game of easy deathmatch, and we're playing on what I think is probably my favorite map of the beta. I seem to do very well on this map, and I think it's probably the nicest looking map of the three that they gave us. I believe the name of this map is Galata, but I forgot to write it down, so I'm not 100% sure. But I seem to do the best on this map, and I think it has the brightest color. Overall, I think it's their most refined map. Now, the setting of Assassin's Creed Revelations is going to be Istanbul, so it's not going to be as colorful in every aspect as it was for Assassin's Creed 2 and for Brotherhood, because of being in Italy, Florence. That's a very colorful cultural area, and it's a different time period as well in Istanbul. Now, I'm not saying that it won't be colorful. The entire world is a colorful area, alright? So the Istanbul setting will definitely be colorful, but it's definitely a different palette, different art style to this game, and you can definitely see it if you compare this to Brotherhood and Assassin's Creed 2. At the same time, you can also see some great similarities in the way that they've built it and the way that they portray the architectural style from this time, this period in history. So just a quick kudos to Ubisoft there. I've always thought they've done a great job on the way they designed this game. It makes it incredibly immersive. It really makes you feel like you're there. So what I wanted to talk about today is just some simple dynamics of this game mode, Easy Deathmatch. It's definitely become my favorite game mode. I've played a couple of other of the team games, which I do enjoy. But as I said in one of my early videos, I think that this game mode is going to be the bread and butter of this game. If not this, then definitely the Wanted style game mode, where you can use your perks and abilities. Actually, you know what? I take that back. That one will probably be, the match that's very similar to this with the perks and abilities. That's just simple deathmatch style. That will probably be the most popular. But I see this mode being incredibly popular as well, for the simple reason of you turn on your PlayStation, you load up the game. I mean, with 5 minutes, you're into a game, and it's, you don't have to work on a team, and you don't have to do a whole lot of work other than standard multiplayer, find the other people and kill them. And don't get me wrong, while I enjoy variety and I like to see new game modes, and I think they've done a good job of bringing new game modes, I think they've done a solid job of streamlining this and offering an incredibly simple yet very high action, very, very fun game mode. Now, one thing that I think they're doing a great job with, that we touched on in an earlier video, is the points tier and how you gain your points for how you perform your kills. Now, I said if you got into a chase with another character, that if you did chase the person down and get the kill, that you would only get the points for the kill. You wouldn't get any bonus points for the way you hid, if your meter up in the corner was all the way full or not, if you were incognito, if you were in a crowd, if you locked onto them. None of that. You don't get any of that. You get the 100 points for the kill, and that's it. And that seems to be a great way to encourage people to play the game the way the developers intended to, because from what I've seen in the beta, albeit I haven't been able to play it as much as I want, but from what I've seen, and I have played a fair amount, that people are playing it, for the most part, playing it how the developers intended, more so than they did for Brotherhood. However, that being said, this is the beta. It's very early on, so we'll have to see what happens when the game comes out. I have high hopes for it. I'm sure you guys do as well. Now, one thing in particular that I like that they added to this game mode is the down target. Now, let's say you and another person are going after the same target, and the other person gets him first, and you're somewhere in the vicinity. Well, a little thing will pop up that says, finish off your target or down target. If you're real close, you can shoot over there, tap the button real quick, and you can get an extra little points bonus for just doing a quick ground finish. And I don't know if it was this match or the match afterwards, but I actually got a nice bonus for doing that because I got a couple ground finishes in the same match. Now, the other thing that I wanted to touch on in this video, as we come through this series now, is the story mode that we're going to see in Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, as you guys know, being fans of Assassin's Creed, or maybe you don't know, maybe this is the first Assassin's Creed game you're going to play, this is going to be the ending of the Ezio trilogy. Now, as far as I know, it's not the ending of Assassin's Creed. I'm almost positive that the ending of Assassin's Creed will be Assassin's Creed 3. This is not Assassin's Creed 3. This is Assassin's Creed 2, 3, if you will. It's the ending of the Ezio Auditore trilogy. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to do. Will we see Ezio die at the end? We were there when Ezio was born, so will we be there when he dies? That's an interesting thing. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Do you think that Ubisoft will have Ezio die at the end, or do you think they will, you know, fade to black with him? I don't know. What does he do besides assassinate people and, you know, talk in Italian? I mean, we haven't really seen him do much else. So, do you think they'll have him live, or do you think they'll you know, have him die in an honorable assassin style manner?
30 seconds.
The other thing is the Istanbul setting. Totally different than, you know, just if you're curious, go online and just take a look at what Istanbul looked like in about the 15th century, I believe it is. Totally different than what Florence looks like. Big part of Assassin's Creed is free running. So how are we going to, how is that going to change the game dynamic, the way you play the story mode, without having basically endless rooftops to run around on? That being said, I've seen a bunch of screenshots. I'm not worried about anything. I'm just saying that I think it'll be a nice change to the dynamic, and we'll see a slightly different style of gameplay with that new hook slider that they have. You know, Ezio's new tool, he can slide on like tight ropes and stuff. So just some quick thoughts. I do have a couple more videos in this series coming out, and hopefully we'll be able to cover it right up until it goes on September 11th. So let me know in the comments your thoughts on how they're going to finish off Ezio for the ending. And let's see here. Which, if you've played the Brotherhood beta and you played the Revelations beta, which do you think was the better multiplayer component? Alright, so let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to rate the video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe for more content coming at you daily, right here at J-Man Espresso's channel. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll see you next time.